After Effects is one of the most demanding creative applications out there. In some cases, it can even be more demanding than certain 3D rendering software like Lumion or Twinmotion. Push heavy 3D effects, high-resolution compositions, or complex motion graphics on a weak laptop, and crashes or massive slowdowns become almost unavoidable. That's exactly why today's video exists. We've compiled a list of the best laptops for After Effects in 2026, ranging from solid mid-range options all the way to the most powerful machines, equipped with dedicated media engines and high-end GPUs. These laptops are selected to handle demanding creative workloads like motion graphics, compositing, 3D layers, rendering, and multitasking with ease. You're the expert at the effects, we're the experts at the machines, so you can confidently choose any of the laptops on this list for your creative workflow, as long as you pick the right configuration. We've also included links to every laptop featured in this video down in the description below, so make sure to check them out. With that said, let's dive into the list. We begin our list with a strong mid-range option from Acer, the Acer Swift X14. If you want a capable laptop for After Effects without spending a fortune, this is an excellent choice. This laptop is powered by the latest Intel Core Ultra 7 155H processor, essentially Intel's new naming system for what used to be the Core i7 series, paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 GPU, a 16GB of LPDDR5X memory, and a fast 1TB SSD. In benchmarks like Puget Bench for After Effects, the RTX 4060 performs exceptionally well for its price class, even outperforming some high-end AMD GPUs in Adobe workloads. Its 8GB of video RAM provides enough headroom for most 2D compositing, intermediate 3D layer work, motion graphics, GPU-accelerated effects, and high-resolution timelines. The dedicated NPU inside the Intel Core Ultra 7 155H also helps accelerate AI-powered Adobe features like RotoBrush and Content-Aware Fill, making many of the newer AI-assisted tools in Adobe apps feel smoother and more responsive compared to traditional CPUs. The Swift X14 is also part of NVIDIA's Studio program, meaning it comes with NVIDIA Studio drivers optimized specifically for creative applications like After Effects, Premiere Pro, Blender, and DaVinci Resolve, helping improve both stability and performance. If that still doesn't impress you, the display is arguably the biggest highlight of this laptop. It features a stunning 14.5-inch 2.8K OLED panel with a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. More importantly for creators, the display has a Delta E value below 2 and covers 100% of the DCI P3 color gamut, ensuring highly accurate colors for compositing, motion graphics, and final renders. For creators who need portability without sacrificing display quality, this OLED panel is a major advantage. Now, what are the compromises? The biggest limitation for serious After Effects workflows is the soldered memory. If you buy the 16GB configuration, you cannot upgrade it later. Adobe itself recommends 32GB of RAM for heavier 4K workflows, meaning this laptop can eventually become a bottleneck as your projects become more complex. Secondly, the cooling system can struggle under sustained rendering loads. During heavy exports and previews, the laptop gets quite hot and the fan noise becomes loud and constant, which may become distracting during long editing sessions. If your workflow mainly involves moderate compositions, standard motion graphics, and projects that don't require massive RAM allocation, this is an excellent mid-range option. However, if your workflow involves extremely heavy compositions, large RAM caches, advanced 3D work, or significantly more demanding GPU workloads, then the next laptop on this list may be a better fit for you. Now we're entering true mobile workstation territory. If you're a creator who needs a lot of CPU and GPU power without spending a fortune, the MSI Katana 15HX is a very interesting option. It comes with the Intel Core i9-14900HX processor and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 graphics cards, which are the same powerful components found in many expensive workstation laptops. In Adobe After Effects, the 24-core processor handles heavy rendering and complicated projects very quickly, while the RTX 5070 helps speed up effects like color correction, blurs, and 3D animations. The 15.6-inch QHD Plus display gives you a sharp image with enough screen space for editing motion graphics comfortably. It also covers 100% of the DCI P3 color range, which means colors look accurate and reliable for editing videos and graphics. Another nice feature is the upgradable DDR5 RAM, so you can add more memory later as your projects become larger and more demanding. Considering all this performance, the $2,000 price tag is honestly impressive. Of course, there are some downsides. The laptop is mostly made of plastic, so it doesn't feel as premium as more expensive models. The cooling fans can also get pretty loud during heavy workloads. On top of that, the processor uses Intel's older Raptor Lake architecture, which means battery life and power efficiency are not as good as newer laptops. Still, if you care more about raw performance than premium build quality, the MSI Katana 15HX is easily one of the best value workstation laptops in 2026. Moving up, you will find the reliable all-rounder, also one of my favorite laptops right now, the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i. The Legion Pro 7i is built specifically for users who demand the absolute best gaming and creative performance in a single, albeit large, chassis. This machine packs the Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX, a 24-core processor with immense multi-threaded muscle, paired with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti laptop GPU with an ample 12 GB of GDDR7 video RAM. That combination is a recipe for dominating After Effects. On the Legion Pro 7i, complex multi-layered comps, 3D camera moves, and heavy particle effects barely push the CPU and GPU into their upper limits. The RTX 5070 Ti's dedicated media engine and high video RAM buffer provide smooth playback of high-resolution footage, including Red RAW and 8K ProRes files, without dropping frames. The 16-inch 2.5K OLED display is factory calibrated for 100% of DCI-P3 accuracy. So what you see during color grading is what you'll get in the final output or high-quality monitors. Plus, the robust cooling system ensures that during a long render session, the laptop maintains high clock speeds without throttling, so your deadline remains safe. Now for the trade-off. First, the Legion Pro 7i is undeniably heavy and bulky, making it a poor choice for frequent travel. Battery life under load is also quite short. Expect around 5 hours of light productivity work and significantly less during an active render. If you want a reliable all-rounder workstation laptop for any of your demanding tasks without tapping into a premium price, this is a great option. If there's one laptop on this list that bridges the gap between a sleek Ultrabook and a desktop-class creative workstation, it's the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16. This machine houses the Intel Core Ultra 9 285H and the mighty NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 with a whopping 16 GB of GDDR7 video RAM. That amount of video memory is a game-changer for After Effects users who deal with heavy 3D compositions, large texture files, or multipass renders from Cinema 4D and Blender. You can preview complex scenes at full resolution and full frame rate without the stuttering that plagues lower-spec laptops. The 32 GB of RAM and the 2 TB of storage is ample enough for any multitasking and creative workloads. Now, the 16-inch ROG Nebula OLED display with a 240 Hz refresh rate offers stunning color accuracy and instantaneous pixel response, reducing ghosting during fast motion previews. ASUS also includes NVIDIA Studio drivers out of the box, which are specifically optimized for creative applications like After Effects, ensuring maximum stability and performance during long rendering sessions. Now, what are the catches, you might ask? While the RAM size is large, it's not upgradable. The 32 GB you purchase is what you will stick with for the rest of the device life. Battery life is disappointing, often lasting only a few hours when doing real creative work, so you'll need to stay close to a power outlet. Finally, the price premium for this level of portability and design is significant. You are paying for the engineering to make it thin, not just the raw component cost. Closing our list is a laptop that needs almost no introduction, the Apple MacBook Pro with the M4 Max chip. This machine pushes portable creative performance to another level. Its 16-core CPU, 40-core GPU, and 48 GB of unified memory make editing massive 4K and 8K projects feel incredibly smooth. Even very complex After Effects compositions preview quickly with little to no lag. One of the biggest advantages of Apple's unified memory system is that the CPU and GPU share the same memory pool instead of using separate RAM and VRAM. In simple terms, this helps the laptop handle large 3D projects more efficiently without running into memory limitations that can slow down many Windows laptops. Apple's hardware and software optimization gives the laptop excellent performance in After Effects features like multi-frame rendering, RotoBrush, and GPU-accelerated effects. The 16.2-inch Liquid Retina XDR display is also one of the best laptop screens available, offering incredible brightness and highly accurate colors for professional video editing and color grading. Now for the drawbacks. This laptop is almost the perfect machine for After Effects, but heavy rendering can eventually induce thermal throttling, with performance dropping after roughly 20 minutes of continuous load. Also, the premium pricing and non-upgradable RAM and storage means you must carefully choose your configuration at purchase, as it cannot be expanded later. There you have it, our top 5 picks for the best laptop for After Effects in 2026. Check the description for links to all the laptops featured in this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.